I love biking, especially long distance. Double that love when it's off the beaten path. There's nothing like a fully loaded adventure along a dusty road where you won't see a car for miles. It's that feeling you get when it's like you own the road, all the while moving swiftly under your own power. Gravel bikes have overtaken the cycling world on all facets, as a genre, product development, and even the cycling economy. Now, if this damn pandemic would end so I could start building my new Bearclaw Thunderhawk. Having adventures in remote areas is a part of the cycling world that will always keep me pedaling. But do you truly need a gravel bike to have this experience? Like a lot of topics I cover in this channel, the answer is not so simple. We'll cover the different types of gravel riding in this video, and by the end, you'll be able to decide if a gravel bike is for you. This is a fun question that I hope will help anyone considering buying a gravel bike. So let's get started. If you're new here, my name is Joe, and I love bikes, adventures, and enjoying how freaking amazing life is. If you love any of that, hit subscribe. And if by the end of this video you found it helpful or entertaining, hit that like button. So what is a gravel bike? Is there anything that sets it apart from other bikes you would ride for an adventure? Gravel bikes share a ton of DNA with road bikes, but they have slightly different geometry to take on a variety of riding surfaces. Born with the spirit of adventure, gravel bikes fall somewhere between road bikes and cross-country mountain bikes. Gravel bikes are nimble on paved country roads, but don't let those drop bars fool you. These bikes have enough stability to take on some challenging, out-of-the-way gravel, dirt, and mud-laden forest roads. For the exceptionally skilled, these drop bar beasts can handle some challenging single track. In my opinion, gravel bikes add to the excitement of cycling, taking you on adventures that your road or touring bike won't dare go, and allowing you to pack gear not possible on a cross-country mountain bike. Let's define gravel bikes more succinctly. Gravel bikes are drop bar, wide tire bikes capable of handling multiple riding environments. In many cases, gravel bikes are suited for long distance in terms of geometry and the ability to pack gear. I feel the title gravel bike is a bit of a misrepresentation. Sure, the current gravel bike craze was propelled by Midwestern races on gravel roads. There are more adventures to be had than on just gravel roads, and there are no gravel roads in many places you'd want to adventure on a gravel bike. But gravel bikes as we know them today have been around in some form since Specialized rolled out their Rock Combo in 1989. On Specialized's Rock Combo information sheet in 1989, mountain bike legend Ned Overend described the bike as having amazing road climbing ability, the ability to get technical on terrain, and it's a blast on the road too. He even described it as truly a go anywhere, do anything bicycle. It's the exact language I use to describe my Wolverine build. I like the term all roads bike, or better yet, stealing from the world of motorcycling, adventure bike. Gravel bikes are taking on a similar human-powered role adventure motorbikes do. Both can handle the road and dirt with aplomb, and as you'll see in a moment, if your style of adventure requires carrying gear, both gravel bikes and adventure motorbikes can do this too. While I feel the adventure bike title is more fitting, I'll stick with the current vernacular and call these versatile steeds gravel bikes. So do you need a gravel bike? If you fit into more than one of the following riding styles, a gravel bike is for you. Born from cyclocross and the desire for long-distance races where cars are few and challenges are great, Multisurface Racing, or more commonly known, gravel racing, has propelled the gravel bike craze. While I don't fit into this category, I'm very happy that it is going gangbusters now. It moved the cycling industry from a polarized focus of road bikes and mountain bikes into the center where my style of riding fits. I'm pretty sure since you're watching this video, this might be the case for you too. Cross bikes and gravel bikes have similar multi-surface capabilities. So what's the difference between these two? Compared to gravel bikes, cyclocross bikes are designed for fast-paced, short course racing. While cyclocross tires are wider than most road bikes, tire size is regulated to be no more than 700 by 33C by the International Cycling Racing Governing Body, the UCI. Whereas gravel bikes have enough clearance for tires as wide as 50C, like the Soma Wolverine I built last spring. While cross and gravel bikes share a lot of DNA with road bikes, to get the speed, cyclocross bike geometry is more similar to road bikes. Gravel bike geometry is set up for endurance and comfort. If recreational riding or commuting is your jam, a gravel bike might be your best choice. In addition to more upright and comfortable endurance-based geometry, gravel bikes can take you where a road or cyclocross bike can't go. Much of the enjoyment of riding a bike is exploring areas you have not visited before. You can expand your adventure on roads with rough terrain on a gravel bike. If your commute is along a bike path that is partially unpaved, you can easily ride along the pavement and take the unpaved shortcut without skipping a pedal stroke. What about just using a cross-country mountain bike rather than a gravel bike for recreational mixed surface riding? It seems that there's a lot of similarities between these bikes that either could be used for recreational mixed surface riding. Admittedly, the line between gravel bikes and cross-country mountain bikes are beginning to blur, and the choice comes down to preference. The most obvious difference are the handlebars. Flat bars on cross-country mountain bikes provide a lot of control on rough terrain. Drop bars allow for more hand positions, which is welcoming while riding long distance, or for getting low in the drops for speed. For more control on rough terrain, I've opted to install a much wider drop bar on my gravel bikes, like the 46mm here on my Soma Wolverine. The gravel bike craze has the industry developing some creative handlebar designs. Salsa's ultra-flared wood chipper is a great example. Frame geometry of a mountain bike typically does not allow you to carry gear, which brings us to the next style. Bike packing. This is where I fit most in the world of gravel biking. In fact, I have a series on bike packing underway where I'll cover everything on bike packing from the best types of bikes to what gear you'll need. If you want to see that, check out the link above or in the description. Gravel bikes are perfect for bike packing. Long distance touring for many decades required front and rear racks with panniers. These touring bikes had wide range gearing and endurance-based geometry. It's a great system that I've used on my long distance road adventures. As off-road adventures became more popular in the last decade or so, demands in weight reduction and a more secure way to pack equipment increased. The best way to do this is to move gear to the rear seat post, handlebars, fork, and frame itself. Quite simply, bike packing involves any adventure of at least one night on a bike capable of carrying the required equipment. Gravel bikes with multi-surface geometry and wider tires for off-road fun, and the option to carry gear, are a perfect design for bike packing. Stay tuned to this channel. I'm building a Bear Claw Thunderhawk into a lightweight, long-distance bike packing dream adventure bike. It's going to be a fun build. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see that build. And if you found this video helpful or entertaining, hit that like button. Helps out this channel an awful lot. At the end of every video, I share comments from previous videos. If you have a good one for this video, I might share it in a future video. Let's check out a few comments. Water Tank had a really helpful comment. In part 2 of my review of the Soma Wolverine build, I talk about the Brooks C17 saddle and how it just seemed like a subpar version of it. And I asked if anybody knew if Brooks changed the style. So Water Tank said, regarding the C17 saddle, there are two versions, the original now called the C17 Special, and the newer, less expensive C17 Waterproof. I'm going to cover a lot more about the seat and how these two versions are different, and how the Special is definitely more comfortable. Stay tuned for that video. Thanks so much, Water Tank. It was a really helpful comment. Ed Arredondo said, I'm a little late to this game, but I'm truly enjoying your Soma Wolverine vids. I have the Type 1 Wolverine in Storm Blue. I've had it for almost a year now, and I use it mostly as a commuter. I probably have about 1,000 miles on it, and I'm finding it every bit the rugged bike you have described. Ed, the Wolverine is an amazing bike, and I love how versatile it is. I'll have a lot more videos on this bike. I look forward to seeing some more of your comments. In episode 1 of the bike packing series, Super Mario says, great informative video. All beginner, like myself, bike packing riders should watch this. Thanks and keep the vids coming. Super Mario, I really appreciate that. This series is going to be a lot of fun to put together, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. And I hope it's as helpful for others as it is for you. One final comment comes from Fancheer. He asks, new to YouTube? Already pretty polished content. I'm impressed. Thanks, Fancheer. I started this channel in mid-December. And while these videos are a lot of work, they're a lot of fun to put together. Thanks for watching. Ride safe, seek adventure, and keep your wheels rolling in the right direction. I'll see you in the next video.